usually skip my lunch break right after work so I could just come and enjoy the sun. Look how beautiful it is. Let's look. I love watching the waves hit the rocks. And especially when the sun is shining on them and you can see the mist kind of come up along them. Especially, I don't know if you can see it from this view, but way out on those rocks over there, you can see the waves hit them. It's really pretty. Yeah. I can't believe I live here. This is fantastic. And we can see Dutchman's Cap today. I don't know if this camera will pick up on it. Actually it's behind those rocks, so I'm gonna have to take it from another angle. But it's pretty clear today. And you can see Staffa and Dutchman's Cap. So let me find a better angle and we'll go there. Oh, but yeah, we'll go there. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna work, but you can see Dutchman's Cap and Staffa behind me. So let me point them out and we'll see if we can see them. Alright, so, oh, I need to rotate on the rock. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it's really not really picking up very well, but on the left, if you see that kind of bump sticking out of the water, that's Dutchman's Cap. And that bump on the right is Staffa, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at remembering which one's which, but Dutchman's Cap for sure. It's pretty distinct to look because it just is. It's kind of. It looks like a log with a hat sitting on it this far away. So yeah, and then you can see over there. That would be the Isle of Mull. Have you seen the distance? That's the Isle of Mull, and then the green. Well, okay, the green bit here is Iona, but then the mountains kind of behind it, that is Mull again. And if you look at a map, Iona and Mull are right next to each other, and you have to cross Mull to get to Iona. It's about 37 miles along the glen and then the Ross of the Mull. So you have to cross both of those to get to Iona. And if you look at a map, it's like the bottom arm of Mull. And so that's a good hour or so on the bus just to get here from there. And then to get to Iona from Scotland, the actually big landmass of Scotland, you have to go from Glasgow to Oban, which is a 3-hour train ride, and then catch a ferry from Oban to Craignure, which is 45 minutes, and then that bus ride I was telling you about, which is another hour or so, and then the ferry from Finnefoot to Iona. And this is the craggy sand dunes and whatnot behind me. Oh, and fun fact, so Iona and the Hebridean Islands, which are right now I'm on the Inner Hebrides, and it's a group of islands here in Scotland. Anyway, so all this grass over here, it's special, and it only grows on the Hebrides, and only a few of the Hebrides. Iona is one of them, and the soil here is actually a mix of sand and soil. And the grass that grows here is actually, it's special, and it only grows on these. So it's, a lot of geologists think it's really awesome. And that's just a fun fact. I'm walking over to it, which is pretty exciting. So you can actually see this rare specimen of grass that is grown on this island. Oh, and another fun fact, if you look on a map, Iona and Mull are really, really close together, but they're actually on different plates, or maybe Iona is not even on a tectonic plate, I think. But anyways, as far as I know, that Mull is on a tectonic plate, and then Iona is different. So they're not really sure how exactly that turned out. And so, well, first of all, here's that grass I was telling you about, and it's a different mix of soil than most grasses and whatnot. And then this rock here, a lot of geologists have said that this rock has more in common with Canadian rock than Scotland rock, which is kind of interesting being that we are in Scotland. So they're not really sure how it happened. Maybe when the earth was formed this came over or something. They're not exactly sure. But the benefit of being at a hostel is you get all kinds of interesting people stay. And so apparently I've learned all this from John, who's a staff member, and he's met with well, there was a geologist staying here who got to see it all. Yeah, so this rock here again is more closely related to Canada than Scotland, and that's information I obtained through the person who obtained it from somebody else, but that's what I know and that's what I've heard. So yeah, I live here. Look at this, beautiful. So alright, looks like it's probably, I'm guessing, around 3 o'clock. Yesterday the sun truly, I mean, it's set probably around 4:30 or so. I don't know how much longer I'll have of daylight, but it's getting kind of cold, and it was warm enough earlier that I didn't put an extra layer on, so I'm probably gonna go inside, get some tea, warm up, and maybe come back for the sunset. We'll see. So yeah, thanks for spending time and seeing this cool part of the island.